Alright, they told you Africa had no empires. Here are 10 that rewrote the map. Let's do this. Empire number 10, Kush. Did you know there were black pharaohs who ruled all of Egypt? Meet the Kingdom of Kush, which established its capital at the Egyptian city of Napata around 700 BCE. Kush kings would claim the title of pharaoh, and their royal bloodline traced back to the legendary King Solomon and Queen Sheba. The Kushite Empire was known for its great military leaders like King Echelot, who conquered Egypt in 747 BCE, and his son, King Pi, who reunited Egypt after a century of disunity. What's more, the Kushite Empire stretched from the Mediterranean Sea to the Indian Ocean, controlling key trade routes across the continent. Now that's an empire you don't learn about in school. Number 9, Aksum. Located in present-day Ethiopia and Eritrea, Aksum was a powerful trading empire that flourished between the 1st and 7th centuries CE. It became famous for its towering obelisks, some reaching heights of over 33 meters or 108 feet, making them the tallest human-made structures in the world at the time. But it wasn't just about size. These obelisks symbolized the empire's wealth and power. In fact, Aksum controlled important trade routes connecting the Mediterranean, Arabian Sea, and Indian Ocean, handling valuable goods like ivory, gold, silk, and incense. And get this, the empire was one of the first to convert to Christianity in the year 330 CE. Under King Ezana, Aksum became a major center of learning with monasteries preserving ancient texts, including the earliest known collection of the Bible in Gizi, an ancient Ethiopian language. Talk about a monumental achievement. Number 8, Mali. When you think of rich African empires, Mali is a name that echoes through time. This empire, which thrived from the 13th to 16th centuries, was once the largest in the world by area, stretching from the Atlantic coast of West Africa deep into the heart of the continent. But what truly made Mali stand out was its wealth. Under the reign of Mansa Musa, Mali became unimaginably rich. His wealth, adjusted for inflation, would be way over 400 billion. He built massive universities and libraries, and his court attracted scholars from across the world. Mansa Musa's network extended far beyond the borders of Mali. It was so vast and intricate that it connected to other global networks like the one linking the Chinese to the Americas. And let's not forget about the gold. Mali had access to vast gold mines, and its wealth literally knew no bounds. If you want to know more about this empire, stay tuned, because we got more coming your way. Number 7, Songhai. Next up, we have the Songhai Empire, a true military giant of West Africa. Emerging in the late 15th century, the Songhai took over from the Mali Empire and reached its peak under Askia Muhammad I. This period, known as the Golden Age of the Songhai, saw the empire grow to an impressive size, controlling vital trade routes across the Sahara. The Songhai had a strong military force with skilled horsemen and a well-organized army that expanded the empire's territory. During the reign of Askia Muhammad I, the empire reached its greatest territorial extent, controlling the entire western Sudan. Its capital city, Gao, became a hub of trade and scholarship, attracting merchants and intellectuals from all over the world. However, internal conflicts and external pressures eventually led to the decline of the Songhai Empire. Despite its relatively short lifespan, the Songhai left a lasting legacy on West African history, known for its military strength, economic prosperity, and cultural achievements. Number 6, Benin. Ever heard of an African empire with walls longer than the Great Wall of China? Well, here it is. Benin, located in what is now Nigeria, had a flourishing civilization from the 13th to 19th centuries. The empire was renowned for its massive walls, which stretched over 1,600 kilometers or 1,000 miles in length, encircling the entire Edo people. These walls were not just defensive structures, but also served as a symbol of unity and identity for the empire. Imagine walking along those ancient walls, feeling the weight of history beneath your feet. But that's not all. The Benin Empire was also celebrated for its bronze artistry, particularly its heads and plaques. These masterpieces showcased intricate details and were often used to commemorate important events or individuals. One famous example is the Benin Bronzes, a collection of sculptures depicting scenes from the empire's history. They are so detailed that even a king's mustache hairs are visible. So if you ever get a chance, Check out these artworks to experience the genius of Benin art firsthand. Number 5. Kanem-Bornu. Now let's explore a lesser-known but equally impressive African empire, Kanem-Bornu. This empire was situated in the heart of Africa, specifically in present-day Chad and Nigeria, and thrived from around the 10th century to the 19th century. At its peak, the Kanem-Bornu Empire covered vast territories, standing as a significant power in the trans-Saharan trade networks. They specialized in exporting valuable commodities such as kola nuts, ivory, and slaves. The empire's strategic location made it a hub for traders traveling across the Sahara. Furthermore, Kanem-Bornu had a strong military presence. Their cavalry forces were particularly formidable, equipped with horses and specialized weapons. The horse cavalry played a crucial role in expanding the empire's borders and maintaining control over its vast territories. Additionally, the empire boasted a well-organized administration headed by a powerful king known as the Shehu. The Shehu held both religious and political authority, ensuring stability and justice within the empire. Kanem-Bornu was also a center of Islamic scholarship with many mosques and madrasas promoting religious education and fostering intellectual activities. Unfortunately, the empire eventually declined due to internal conflicts and external pressures. But the legacy of Kanem-Bornu lives on through its historical sites and contributions to African history. Number 4. Swahili Coast. Prepare to be amazed by the Swahili Coast empires, a series of maritime city-states located in East Africa between the 8th and 16th centuries. These powerful city-states dotted along the coast from modern-day Somalia to Tanzania were major players in the Indian Ocean trade network. They became hubs of commerce connecting Arabia, India, and China. The Swahili people who inhabited these city-states were known for their expertise in shipbuilding and navigation. Their vessels, known as dhows, were instrumental in transporting valuable goods such as ivory, gold, and spices. The Swahili coast empires were also centers of cultural exchange, with traders and travelers from different parts of the world bringing their customs and traditions to these coastal cities. As a result, the region became a melting pot of cultures. Sadly, these thriving empires were eventually overshadowed by the rise of European colonialism. However, their impact on the history of East Africa and the Indian Ocean trade network remains significant. If you love stories of adventurous exploration and ancient wonders, make sure to subscribe for more captivating tales. Number 3. Congo. The Congo Empire, located in present-day northern Angola and the Republic of Congo, was a prominent kingdom in Central Africa from the 14th to 19th centuries. It played a vital role in the early exploration and trade networks of the region. The Congo had a sophisticated system of governance with a powerful king at its head. They developed strong diplomatic ties with Portugal when the Portuguese arrived in the 15th century. The Congo initially benefited from trade with the Portuguese, exchanging goods such as ivory and beeswax for European products. However, as the demand for slaves increased, the trade took a darker turn. The Congo people resisted forced labor and slavery, but eventually their efforts were undermined by internal conflicts and external pressures. Nevertheless, the empire's resilience is evident in the preservation of its cultural heritage, including its art, music, and traditional practices. Number 2. Garamantes. Journey with us to the heart of the Sahara Desert and discover the Garamantes, a remarkable civilization that thrived in the Fezzan region of Libya from the 7th century BCE to the 17th century CE. This empire specialized in engineering marvels, leaving behind a legacy of underground water tunnels known as canets. These ingenious systems allowed the Garamantes to access groundwater, supporting agriculture and sustaining life in the harsh desert environment. Through these canets, they transformed the landscape, channeling water from distant oases to their settlements. The Garamantes also developed vibrant cities adorned with impressive architecture and bustling marketplaces. Despite facing challenges such as climate change and external conflicts, the empire endured for centuries. However, as trade routes shifted and the trans-Saharan trade flourished, the Garamantes eventually lost their prominence. Yet their innovative canet system and urban achievements continue to fascinate researchers and serve as a testament to their ingenuity in the face of adversity. Number 1. Great Zimbabwe. Last but certainly not least, we have the Great Zimbabwe, a remarkable stone city located in present-day Zimbabwe. This iconic site was once the capital of the Kingdom of Zimbabwe from the 11th to the 15th centuries. Built entirely from granite without mortar, the massive stone walls still stand as a testament to the empire's power and architectural prowess. The city's grandeur, including its iconic conical tower, has left many in awe. What's more, the Kingdom of Zimbabwe was incredibly wealthy, thanks to its control over gold mines. The profits from gold trade enabled the construction of monumental structures and contributed to the empire's prosperity. However, the empire's decline began in the late 15th century, partly due to environmental changes and shifting trade routes. Sadly, European colonizers attempted to erase any evidence of the empire's greatness, claiming it was built by mythical giants or even biblical figures like Solomon. But the truth is, Great Zimbabwe was constructed by the ancestors of the Shona people, and its builders were master architects, engineers, and stonemasons. So there you have it, 10 incredible African empires that shaped history. From the towering walls of Great Zimbabwe to the vast trade networks of Mali, these empires showcase the rich diversity and cultural achievements of Africa. So why haven't you heard about them before? Well, let me tell you, these empires were intentionally erased from our history books to uphold colonial narratives and reinforce stereotypes about Africa. It's a sad reality, but it's time we rewrite history and give credit where it's due. Africa has a rich and vibrant past that deserves to be celebrated and shared with the world. So join us on this journey of discovery as we continue to uncover the hidden stories and legacies of Africa's greatest empires. If these 10 empires shocked you, wait until you see the ones erased even deeper. Subscribe to History Rewritten,